Steele My Story?
Welcome to Steele My Story, the podcast where we tell two truths and a lie. I'm your host, Alexa Steele. This is my co-host, Ian Fisher, who also has a podcast, Filmed Here and Company. And this is our lovely guest, Amalia Williamson. You may recognize her from such shows as Dawson's Creek. No, I got that name wrong, actually. It's Sullivan's Crossing. Sullivan's Creek? Sullivan's Lake. Sullivan's Creek?
Crossing.
Sullivan's
Crossing.
You're really pushing this creek narrative.
Yeah.
I saw you shaking your head.
No, it was good.
If you say it enough, though, it will become Dawson's Creek.
I didn't know I was on Dawson's Creek.
Well, surprise, you were great on it.
Yeah, I was fantastic on that show. I've actually never seen an episode.
I've never seen an episode either, so I don't know why I'm so...
You are in it, it turns out? But you're really bad in it? You're like,
I blanked it from the memory.
Well, that was quite a few years ago, so I guess I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, you were the 2-year-old.
star.
Yeah, that's right.
God,
I was the baby in that one episode on the creek.
See?
Yeah, you're the baby who floats down the creek on the tube.
I'm actually Dawson.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is there a guy named Dawson in it, actually? I think I have.
None of us have seen it, but I think so.
None of us know, even though I was on it.
Even though you were on it. Come on,
but
Leah, you have to know about your own show.
Yeah. Also, is it two truths and a lie?
Oh, no, did I say that?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, sorry, I don't know anything about my own show. Hey, welcome to Steele My Story. It's based on my name. I'm Alexa Steele, your host. This is my co-host.
Wait, are we restarting?
Ian Fisher.
No, you gotta leave the original one in. All that
I
gold.
have to leave it all in? Fine, okay. It's 2 lies and a truth.
Correction.
Right.
You said it, and I was like, oh, and I'm gonna panic.
No, it's 2 lies and a truth.
Cool.
There's nothing worse in real time when something you're hearing, like, you're like, oh, I've prepared completely wrong. Like that time we went on that trip and you didn't know.
Oh, yeah, we were going to Denver, and I packed exclusively, like, what did I pack again? Like jeans.
Winter gear,
oh, yeah,
fall.
Sweaters, jeans, like, all ready for winter. And Ian's like, what are you doing? And we have to, like, go, and I'm like, putting on a jacket. He's like, it's like 25 degrees
It was like
there.
35 degrees. It was summer. And then I'm like, this is minutes before we're leaving for the Uber to go to the airport.
Where were you going?
Denver.
But it like...
You're like Aspen.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she looked at me, and she's like, I packed completely wrong for this. It was the same look that Tiger King had when he's like, I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Oh my God. Okay, so actually this happened to me like 2 days ago. One of these moments. This is not one of my stories, but it's kind of a funny story.
We're ready.
But so my really good friend lives in BC, and her parents are like around the corner from my parents. And like they're going through a lot right now. And so my other friend texted me and was like, should we go bring Jenny's mom?
Sorry, she's going through a lot. I just...
What is that?
I'm just putting her on blast on the bed. She's going through a lot right now.
Naming her name on the podcast. You would not believe her life is in ruins right now.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
Her parents are, they just got along.
I'm going to bleep out this girl's name.
But I haven't said her name yet.
Oh, you haven't? Good.
I think, didn't you say Juliet or something?
No.
Oh.
No,
okay.
That's not her name.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so my friend texted me and she's like, should we bring my friend's mom flowers?
What's your friend's name again?
Shut up. So, and I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, I was actually planning to do, I'm glad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go to her house and we walk in the door and I got her dried flowers. And I said, here, these are dried so they'll never die. And she goes, don't say that word. And I was like, okay, well, maybe that's just like sensitive to that word.
Yeah.
So we sit down and we're sitting on the couch and my friend is sitting here and my friend's mom is here and we're talking and she's like, start talking about the cats. And she's like, they're like 16, like I'm gonna be so upset when they pass. And I cried the other day getting cat food at the grocery store. And I'm like, and then she's like, and that was his chair. And I'm like, someone died.
Oh, who died?
I didn't know. I was like, oh my God, their dog died. I had no idea that's why we were there. So when I gave her the
What did you think the flowers were for?
Because there was like a lot of other things going on that are like shitty. So I I didn't
Just
know.
chalk
So
it
I'm
up
sitting
to her
there,
life.
And I wish there was a camera on my face as I'm realizing, like, the
Playing it back in your head.
is going, and I'm like,
These will never die, unlike Sparky.
right. Literally, I'm like,
Yeah.
such an idiot. So like halfway through, like half an hour in, I was like, guys, I have a confession to make. I literally had no idea you're done.
Yeah.
She's like, why did you think? I was like, I just thought we were here.
I thought we were here for emotional
To hang,
support for
right.
literally everything else happening in your life, girl.
Yeah, that's not.
Rough.
That is funny to get somebody flowers for the wrong tragedy that's happening in their life.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
you're like,
that.
oh, you didn't think that was bad? Right.
Anyway, so that was funny.
By the way, before you say it, our dog did die the other day in that chair. So,
So-
don't. Yeah,
Right.
that empty chair. Yeah.
R.I.P. Sparky. This episode's for you. Are we sure I shouldn't redo the beginning?
Oh, I don't think so. I thought it was funny.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's
that
funny.
I said two truths?
Because then she called you out on it.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Yeah,
You should
we
definitely cut
corrected
this
it.
little part.
You
Yeah,
also
cutting
said
this.
that I'm on Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, I guess
No,
that was
you were
wrong.
really funny.
And
You
then
were
I
awesome.
said
It was
Sullivan's
hilarious.
crossing river, lake. I said
It's-
every other
There's a
verb.
lake in it.
It's funny. It's funny freeform. Like, that's
Okay,
what you
good,
want.
cool.
Yeah, trust me.
Totally.
Definitely cut this little part out. And then we'll be like, Sparky?
Anyways, a bit Sparky. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, should I dive right in?
Can you? Yeah. Let's dive into these stories.
Okay.
What?
Which one I should start with?
No, nothing.
You give me this look like, sometimes he gives me this look like there's a technical issue and he'll be
That's in your head.
and I'm like,
I was just going to say, I wasn't sure if you were going to set it up more of like, but you
Oh, you're
explained the
right.
rules, right?
no, yeah, okay. So the rules are,
I'd like to hear the rules. Thank
it's,
you.
oh yeah, you're welcome. Just to make sure.
Yeah, like, do I know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I mean, do I know my own show?
No.
It's based on 2 truths and a lie, but we switched it up, so it's 2 lies and a truth. One story is truthful, it's your story, and 2 other stories can be either made up or stolen from friends, family, or Reddit, the internet, wherever. And Ian and I need to guess, and also the audience needs to guess which one is true and which one is a lie. So, Leah, can you fool us? That was the couch.
I did.
This chair farts. It's not me.
It's weird that couch was in the car, too, a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, so anyway.
Okay, yeah. So, first story. You're not gonna believe this. So I was driving. I was going dress shopping for my friend's wedding. And she was driving. And I was in the passenger seat. And we're on the 407, the stupid highway that you have to pay for. So we're on the expensive highway. And we're driving. And we're going like fast, like 100. I don't know. We're going fast.
You speeding?
I wasn't driving, so I wasn't speeding.
Okay.
So we see, like, is it called a flock of geese?
Yeah.
I think so.
A flock?
Yeah.
A murder of crows, but I think a flock
No, it's a
for
flock of
anything
A
geese.
else.
murder of geese would actually be more
Yeah, a
fitting.
murder of geese.
And we see, and they're like flying kind of low. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, one of the geese kind of like is away from the pack or the flock. And we're like, is that goose gonna hit our car? So my friend raced to like hit the goose, and we thought that we would just like run over it. Unfortunately, RIP.
Yeah.
No. So the goose flies. It's goose car impact in my face
No.
through the windshield.
It broke the windshield?
It broke through the windshield, hit me in the face, and then it died. Obviously, it was super dead.
It was super dead.
Super dead. Goose guts all
Ew.
over me. Goose is dead in the back. There's blood everywhere. I don't know if it's my blood. I don't know if it's
Holy-
the goose's blood. I don't know what's going on. There's glass everywhere. It's like the biggest. It was like a kettlebell to the face when you're
Holy
going
shit.
that fucking fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'm looking for scarring right now just
yeah,
to see
no,
if this is a
I
truth.
recovered really fucking well. So it was crazy. I had no idea what's going on. I was just like scream crying. And so my friend pulls over and she's like, get out of the car. And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I think I'm okay. I'm like, nothing feels like I'm dying. and, you know, brushed off a lot of the blood and the glass. And most of the blood was the goose. So, yeah, I ended up going to the hospital. And I was actually okay. Like, I just had a ton of scratches from the glass all over my face.
Fuck.
And there was, like, I forget what it was, but I had, like, it looked like blood pooling in my eye, I guess, from the impact. And that was kind of the only thing. And that went away after, like, a few weeks. But, yeah, so got hit in the face by a fucking goose.
Wow.
Yeah. And then...
It really is a murder of geese.
It was a murder of geese. And then my friend got... So, like, we pulled to the side of the road and, like, it was a whole mess. And she ended up getting a ticket from the 407. And I forget what it was. It was called, like... Or the reason was because we had, like, messed up the flow of traffic. Like, we interrupted the flow of traffic or something. Like, we were on the side of the road.
Oh, my gosh.
And the ticket was expensive, too. I think it was, like, $800 or something. So she was fighting it. She's like, man, my fucking goose.
Yeah.
How dare you? So.
Wow.
Rarely do we hear a story, too, that we're relieved to hear most of the blood was the goose's. Oh, good. Wow.
Yeah. So I'll show you pictures later.
That, I mean, look,
Right,
that's
I don't
probably
know.
true,
This is
maybe,
good.
if she's willing to show us pictures. And she did name details like the 407.
Fucking actors. It's the last
Okay,
time I
hard
ever
to
have them on
know.
the show.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay, story number 2.
Story number 2. So I was at a bar in California, one of my favorites, in Hermosa Beach. It's called Tower 12.
Ooh.
So we're at the bar.
Let me just check if this is. Can I fact check this
A quick,
bar?
anyone
Yeah.
listening, just Google map it real quick for
You
us.
absolutely can. So we're at this bar having a great night. And actually wait, I should
Uh-oh.
wait, no, I'm trying to think of like the sequence that I should tell it so it has more impact. Yeah, forget the bar. So I'll go back there. So I did a self-tape.
An audition for people who
audition.
don't know.
Yeah, I did an audition for a big show. And
Dawson's Creek?
for Dawson's Creek. And I sent it to my agent. And I was actually on set at the time. So I kind of forgot about it. Like, it was gone. A few hours later, I have a text from my agent. And he's like, hey, think you sent the wrong file. So I'm like, okay. So I look at what I sent. I sent a video of me in my favorite bar at Tower 12. Tower 12 is the bar. In the bathroom with my friend, and I'm like filming. She has her pants down, and she's on the toilet, and she's like,
No.
she's bent over, and like we're so drunk, and we had done shrooms too, so like my eyes are literally like this, and she is like waving around, and I'm pushing her over on the toilet. And she's like she's like, fuck off. And she's like falling over on the toilet. I sent that to my agent. Hey, sorry. I think this was the wrong file.
I think.
Hey,
he's not 100% sure.
I'm not
I
100%
think
sure.
you sent the
But
wrong
I
video.
don't think that this was your tape.
Anyway, she booked
Amazing.
So I booked it.
it off that tape. Wow, what did you do?
Wow.
So then were you like, oh my God, like I would just want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for my friend. I didn't tell her for a year.
I think that's smart.
I wouldn't say anything ever.
For a year. Like a full year. Anyway, so that's my second story.
Love it.
Now, do you
Oh my
think we
gosh.
should try to poke holes in it now, or do we wait till the end and really get her with all three?
Let's poke holes now.
I'm nervous.
Let's really milk this, you know?
Okay. What? How long ago was this goose story?
The goose?
Yeah.
The goose was April.
April of this year. That's when the goose was loose. Okay.
Goose was loose.
Now, do you think, Leah, you follow her on Instagram, was she posting a lot of stories in this period? Do we see any hospital stories we remember?
Like, I don't know. Here's the thing, is I've been kind of bad with keeping up with people on Instagram lately.
I'm also terrible at Instagram.
So there you
I
go.
barely post.
Yeah.
And are
It's
you the type
truly
to,
is-
like, post if you're in the hospital, like, for sympathy? Or are you the type to not want to tell
I
anybody?
don't think Leah would
Yeah.
ever post about it. No.
No GoFundMe.
I
My
will-
little like hospital bracelet.
Pray for me.
Prayers. Don't worry, I'm
That's
okay.
yeah.
It's the same video, though. Your friend's still in the background, confused, also in a hospital gown.
Yeah.
Okay, and then...
And the second one, so you had actually filmed the tape, you had just sent the wrong file.
Yeah.
And you just didn't proof before you sent it.
Nice. Just clicking the wrong thing.
Just clicking, trying to get to Tower 12 as quickly as possible again.
Yeah.
And your agent is a male or a female?
Male.
Oh,
Male.
even worse.
That makes it worse, yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, I think you may have sent the wrong file.
I think...
Were you scared that it could have been, were you actually
Maybe.
relieved that it was that video? Like, could it have been a worse video?
For sure it could be worse.
Oh, there you go.
Always
So there's
be
a
worse.
silver lining.
But it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Not the best video you
Being on mushroom, your friend peeing in the background, not a great thing for your agent to see.
You're
I'm
pushing
knocking
her off the toilet.
toilet.
So she's just...
Like just
Spraying
stumbling.
everywhere?
Yeah,
I once
like-
left like a 12-minute voicemail to my agent, a pocket dial. And it was just one of those things where you're like, I opened up my reached in my pocket and I had the phone and it was like conversation 13 minutes with my agent at the time.
God.
And it was just like hung up. I was like, my God, what have I been saying the last 12 minutes? Like
Yeah.
I could be saying all kinds of things.
Knowing you.
I know.
Probably went off the rails really quick.
I know.
And for anyone who's not an actor too, agents work for you, but it's also that weird kind of relationship where I don't know about you guys, but I also feel like I work for them.
For
It
sure.
took me years.
It's like an
yeah.
employee. I feel like an employee.
Like you're trying to impress
And they-
them.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And they can like fire you as a client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
And there's a power thing, especially as a young actor too. Like they're
Totally.
often like they're grown-ups and you're like so happy to get an agent
Yeah.
at first. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't feel like their boss a lot
Right.
of
No,
the
I
time,
am-
especially in that scenario.
Well, definitely in that scenario.
Yeah. No.
So just for anyone who's not an actor, like it's not a typical, I guess.
For people who are not actors, maybe you guys could explain. Is it normal to send them drunk videos of you on?
Totally normal.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Miriam loves it. She's like, send another.
Shout out to Miriam, her real name.
Oh. You can find that
They
out
can
on the
find
internet.
it in the
Yeah.
the
It's on my
contact.
IMDb.
Hey, book her.
Yeah.
Okay, so we tried to poke a couple holes. All right, I think we're ready for story 3.
We're ready.
Okay, so I've actually never. No one actually knows this. So not a lot of people know this. So when I was younger, earlier when you said too many new music that you've released or something, I was like, call back to this. So when I was like 12, I wanted to be a pop star.
Oh my gosh. I can see that.
Yeah.
Like Britney.
Yeah, I wanted to be Britney. And I thought that I could be Britney at 12. So I told my parents, I was like, listen, like I started doing singing vocal coaching classes and I did some dance classes so that I could do the choreography.
Nice.
You know, when it
Of
came
course.
to the day. So I actually hired a songwriter and I wrote some songs with this man when I was like 12. He wrote them for me. And
How old? Well, I should hold it for no. How old? How old was he?
Oh, like 40.
Right.
And so my hit single called Me Time, not a hit. It was just a single. I hired a guy to make a music video and it was very expensive. And I posted it thinking it would like make me super famous, but I was bullied so severely
Because of this? Because your friend saw
because
it?
of the music video.
What was the music video?
At school. It was just like me time. Like it
Leah,
was
you were
cute.
Rebecca Black.
Wow,
I was
you
Rebecca
were
Black.
Rebecca Black. Oh my
And
gosh.
I was so bullied and so embarrassed that I don't sing anymore. I scrubbed the video from the internet. You will not find it. Like, you will not find it.
That's a
Unless they
challenge.
join the Patreon.
Yeah, because
Unless you subscribe. And yeah, like I you can't find it. Like I can't even find it.
Do you still have
If
it
I
on your
want
hard
it-
drive?
No.
No.
Gone.
And only one video. You guys
Wow.
didn't do the whole album. No music videos for the
No.
whole album.
Wow, no EP.
We
just
started with Me Time, and then
Was there any other song? Wait, do you remember any of the lyrics at all? Even if you did remember, would you
like
sing
a little.
it?
It was like, no, I can't sing. I don't sing anymore.
You can just say the
I'm
say the
traumatized.
words.
I can't sing.
I do like a 40-year-old guy being like, I like
I
to
know
go
what it
writing
is.
from a point of view of a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I like being in my room.
Me time, reading my magazines. Me time.
Yeah, it's like I'm just.
That's what I imagine.
I like it.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl doing
I'm just
girly
a girl,
things.
and I need my me time. Sometimes I just need time. Me time.
Wow. I mean, I'm surprised this wasn't a hit.
I'm surprised I didn't blow.
Are you
up.
relieved this didn't get like 1 billion views and this wasn't what you're known for?
100%.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe my career would have looked a lot differently if
You'd be on a
I
better
had left
podcast.
it.
Yeah.
up.
It's the exact same thing. She's on a podcast, but it's just like Drake and Nicki Minaj interviewing her.
Maybe you should have left it up. You just got us schmucks interviewing you.
Okay.
So that's me time.
Again, these thing with these actors on this show, it's hard to know which
I need
one's
to
the.
just get regular people on here.
Are you calling me a good actor?
Well,
Not on
like-
purpose. You know what? It went through her head. Now she's
Oh
gonna
my
release
God.
another
Well,
song.
you didn't want to say it, but like, yeah.
Are you
Are
relieved
you
now?
relieved?
Yeah.
Wow, the stress is building up to that. Oh, by the way, I messaged poor Leah last Sunday, just being like, "Hey, my guest canceled. Can you come and make up a lie and a true story?"
No, you didn't say that. You said, "Can you be on my podcast?" And I said, "Yes."
my
I was like,
podcast.
"Absolutely." And then you didn't even say it. I asked. I was like, "Wait, do I have to prepare something?" And you were like, "Oh my God, yeah, sorry." Like, didn't even tell me at all the concept. I would have got here and been like, "So, what are we talking
Oh,
about?"
no.
Picking you up, just like
Literally, I was like, "Girl." I was like, give me like 5 hours to think of what I'm gonna.
Did it feel like getting an audition and panicking? Like, was it like I
Worse.
have to do some homework now?
not
Yes.
even any
It
lines.
was like getting an audition, but having to write it.
You know what's crazy? You send Alexa this video, this odd video.
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Oh yeah, was my response.
I was like, Leah, I think you sent me the wrong video. This isn't Dawson's
think-
Creek.
maybe.
That's crazy. Okay, but you definitely did your homework this week because here we have these three.
Amazing killer
One with a dead
stories.
animal, which is always nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love dead animals.
yeah.
People, I think
Shout
Jordy
out
had
to
one
the
about a
Goose
bear, right?
and-
Yeah.
Sparky over here. You're a real one. Yeah, Jordy had a lot of bears. She also hit a bear with her car.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of animals
What?
get hit by cars in these in these tales.
This is sad.
It is sad. I mean, the bear was fine, unlike the goose. So
Yeah, no,
The goose was not fine though.
we're dead.
no, yeah. At least it was kind of like. I mean, if he might have been on his way if he was like already drifting away. You know.
Yeah.
He'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, maybe it had a clipped wing.
Yeah, I don't know if we're more relieved for the goose. You had a sick goose in your face. Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was sickly.
Yeah.
Probably
In April.
diseased.
Apparently in April, so a year almost.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, no, I'm looking at her eyes, seeing if there's any scarring. She had good details on the 407, but then she didn't remember too many of her lyrics from her song.
Yeah.
But is it because it's so shameful, or is it because it's a lie? Right. Trauma.
It's the drama.
Trauma.
What do you think? What are you leaning towards, Alexa?
I kind of think the second story is real because I can totally see Leah sending the wrong video. I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
don't
the one I
know.
think is real too.
And then I don't know. I'm like, I wonder if I would have heard more about this glass in your face / also a dead goose.
But I haven't seen you in like 2 years.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking.
I never
Like,
see anybody.
It's been a long time.
And I wouldn't just text you and be like, "Hey, by the way, I just need you to know I got hit by a goose today
Right.
in the face."
And then also, like, I'm like, oh, but maybe the pop star one is real because, like, I don't really know anything about your childhood. For all I know, maybe you were a singer, songwriter, and dancer. You were triple threat at one point. Maybe
That
a
were
quadruple.
bullied into a single threat.
I actually,
Nah.
I never said I was good.
Okay, well, she wasn't
It
a
was
threat.
not a threat.
She was just a triple.
I am the worst fucking dancer on the planet. You know
Oh.
that about me.
I mean, I'm also an awful dancer, so
dancer.
maybe I didn't notice.
You guys go to bars though, and you're not getting any better. There's no progress.
No.
It's choreography. I can't pick it up.
Right.
Oh.
You're uncoordinated?
I'm like...
Terribly.
Yeah.
When you're doing jumping jacks, are you thinking in your head the whole time? Like, are you trying
Legit, sometimes doing a jumping jack, I just, like, glitch. Like, I think about it too much and I glitch. Even doing, like, weird things. It's a simple thing at the gym and I'll just, like, oh.
You guys
It's a
ever
push-up?
walk and you get, like, a little nervous
I
when
just
you're
forget.
walking?
get nervous when you're
you
walking?
think too much
Yeah,
about, like,
when
how
you're...
to walk?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
when I'm like, am I walking normally? And then I'm, like, stepping funny all of a sudden because I'm like...
You guys are getting stressed out while you're walking?
Yes!
We're so uncoordinated.
left, right, left, right,
Sometimes
left.
if there's, like, a lot of oncoming people and I'm, like, trying to look cool, I'm like...
Right, you're giving them, like, finger guns and stuff?
Hey, party
Snapping.
people! What's happening? No. But yeah, I get anxious for sure. Crossing the street, anxious.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm like, who's looking at me from their car? I have to be normal now.
That's really
I have
interesting.
to be normal.
Do you ever see your posture in, like, let's say you're walking by a bank with, like, a reflection,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
glass, like a mirror-like surface, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, that's what I look like from the side?
Oh, I have
Yeah.
to stand up straight.
Sometimes I realize how short I am.
You're not that short, are you? How short are you?
Actually,
I'm
I
short,
gained
too.
an inch from doing consistent yoga.
Steroids.
Yeah. HGH.
HGH? You're on gear?
Whoa!
I
Yeah.
thought so.
I think we talked
You
about that
look
on
like-
your podcast.
Were we? That you were on
talked about
steroids?
HGH.
You were completely bald back then, but really jacked.
Yeah.
We love the plugs.
We play back her audio. It's like, yeah, I think I'm on gear.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
We're talking about posture. You guys were
Walking,
nervous about
tall.
walking.
I'm 5'4", but I was 5'3". I gained an inch from yoga.
Wow,
No, I'm
really?
5'4".
That can happen?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just straightened up a bit.
Wow.
You need to get
My
to
posture.
I should do more yoga.
Legit. Well, you don't need to. You're so fucking
I'm trying to make the NBA, Leah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's your time.
You think I got a shot? I'm in my
You have a
30s
shot.
now.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
you're ready.
totally.
They're looking for a white guy who can
Yeah.
shoot 1 out of 8 times.
Yeah, they need one. They
Yeah.
need one.
I'll come off the bench. I don't got to
purpose.
be a starter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just think about it. If
that's
any NBA
Yeah.
scouts are listening to the show right now, think about it.
Yeah. Good luck
Thank you
to you.
for believing my dreams, unlike those bullies with your song.
fair. Yeah.
Haters.
I think I'm ready to guess.
Okay.
All right. And wait, should people in the
No,
comments?
yes, I want everybody pause the video, get into the comments, say which one, 1, 2, or 3, which story do you believe to be true? If you're just listening on, I don't know, Apple or Spotify, I don't know if you can comment anywhere, but you can toss us a comment. Whatever. Anyway, okay.
Don't cheat. Don't unpause.
Don't fast forward, okay? Which one's true? Tell us.
No, you got to guess.
Oh, I already said second story. I
Oh,
think it's
that's
true.
the second
Yeah?
story. Oh, okay.
Mine is the second story. Sorry. I thought everybody would do that.
I'm with you. Normally we fight. Normally we're on different sides.
Normally we
of it.
fight.
I think that because I don't know. I think and she also really wanted. I don't know. Yeah, I think the second story is true. The nightmare of sending the agent the wrong video.
Is that your final answer?
Final
Yeah.
answer, Regis.
So, yes, that is true. But I was kind of sneaky. And I switched some things in that story just to be a shit. I was the one on the toilet.
Whoa!
Oh!
My friend sent it to her American agent
Oh my god.
of me on the toilet.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
No.
So you're not the bad guy in the story.
I'm not the bad
You're
guy.
the
I'm the
victim.
You are the victim.
You're the drug
been
girl getting
victimized.
pushed while trying
I'm
to
like
pee.
this. Yeah, she's put, and I'm like, fuck off.
Did you want to go with that agent? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. And now it's probably off the table. It's not a
I
great
mean,
look.
maybe he's like, and she's great.
Is
She's
she
great
acting?
on
You know
camera.
what? Who's the girl on the toilet?
Yeah.
She's
With her pants
fantastic.
down.
Yeah. You're willing
Like,
to...
my pants are like here. I know the video
Whoa.
too. Like I have the video. It's so bad.
Oh
It's
my.
so funny.
So
I thought so. She didn't tell me for a year.
Well,
She
that's what I
like,
was just gonna
I
say.
can't tell you. She's like, I have a confession to make. She's like, I have something I have to get off my chest. I was like, what?
whenever a
She's
friend
like, I
says
was-
that, you're terrified. You're like,
Yeah, I
what's
was
about
like,
to happen?
What? I was dying. I thought it was so funny. I was like, why didn't you tell me that immediately? I'm not offended by that at all. I think it's fucking hilarious.
That-
She sent it to her agent. So,
God.
like,
Do you want me to cut this out, by the way?
No.
Okay, good. Well, I don't know.
No.
I wasn't sure if that's why you changed the story.
oh, no. I just thought it was funny to, like, switch it up a bit.
I was like,
And I like that we were like,
It's a
you
funny
would have
twist.
done that for sure.
For sure. I would
you're
have done
such an idiot, Leah. You obviously
Sure, I
did.
would have done that.
Oh my
Oops.
gosh. Who'd you steal the Goose story from?
Oh my god, my friend Devin, my best friend. It happened to her,
Oh my
and I have
God.
photos.
Oh my God,
I'll
oh my
show them
God.
to you. You could probably attach
Hey,
them.
Devin.
She got hit by the goose?
Yes, in April.
Wow.
She literally texted me. She's me and my friend. She's like, "Hey guys, just like I'm okay. I just left the hospital, but I just
I got hit
know
by-
what happened. I'll show you."
You know, be a crazy twist if you were the friend driving in that one. If you were
You
in
were
all these
in all these stories, but they haven't
I
done
was
it.
in all of them.
but
I
you were
should have done that.
not the victim.
I should have done that. My friend also is the international pop star.
That wasn't you.
Was that Devin as well?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I won't tell you.
I thought that one was Rebecca Black. I was like, I think you're stealing
No,
like a
that's
very-
actually my friend. She just told me about like recently. She told me about that. And
Those
she's
were
like, yeah,
all
like, I
good
never-
stories. I for sure was going to be like, I don't know, maybe you are an international pop star when at least when you were younger.
But it sounded like it didn't work out that well.
No, it didn't work
So
out.
anyone can
She
have an
obviously
embarrassing
didn't work out.
bomb,
She
right?
got bullied.
Yeah.
so severely.
And were you bullying your friend?
No, I didn't know her at the time.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I would have though.
Yeah.
If I could have, I would have.
Yeah, that's a
For
nice thought.
sure, bully
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna show you the goose.
Show us the goose. The dead. Oh,
And she did put it on Instagram, her friend.
she did.
You know, we're good sleuths, Alexa.
We're
getting better
sleuthy.
at this thing.
And hi, Wasty.
Tree will take her. Sorry.
No, I love it. You have to.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You got to send that to her, and then you can splice it in the
Oh
cut.
my god, can I?
Yeah, for sure.
It's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok.
But it got like look at the two black guys. It got like the sensitive content thing on it.
Oh,
though.
then
so
it killed the views.
I think yeah.
Yeah, I had that on.
to it
It'll be fine
outside
on your.
Yeah. Oh, what's not gonna kill this thing? You can't kill the momentum this
Can't
puppy's
kill
got.
this.
Oh my god.
And they were shopping for bridesmaids dresses for her wedding.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
my God.
no.
She had a broken nose. I was gonna ask if the goose
Yeah.
broke her nose.
I couldn't remember when I was telling the story. I was like, did I break my nose?
Did I break my
Did
nose?
She break her nose?
I thought you
You
were
just
gonna
lie
say.
and say you broke it.
And yeah, she did break her nose, and she, I think something like has to wait a year or two for some reason before she does a rhinoplasty if she wants to do one because
Whoa.
it's crooked now, like a little bit.
Oh.
But not noticeable at all. Like I
Right.
think she looks great. I'm like, you should just like take advantage of a free nose job though, because
Yeah,
that's
why
just fun,
Yeah.
right?
Fun free plastic
Fun-
surgery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun free. Yeah.
When do you get
But no,
this
she looks
opportunity?
great, and like you can't tell at all.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
why I
So
was like,
that's
I
why-
could totally tell this story because
I thought you were gonna say they were gonna go shopping for Canada Goose jackets or something, and it was just an authentic laugh there. But I guess a wedding dress is worse.
Yeah. Well, for weddings coming up, then it's like
Yeah.
her face is
Yeah.
busted.
yeah, but she made a full recovery.
Oh, good. By the wedding.
Cannot tell.
Okay, by the wedding
Goose.
or no?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
She
Oh,
was
okay.
fine.
She
fine in,
was
like, a couple
goosed.
months. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna be saying that for a little while. She got goose.
She got goosed.
Geese are scary.
Geese are scary,
Geese are
especially when they
really
fucking
scary.
fly through your windshield right into your fucking
That
face.
too. And they
But yeah,
hiss
they're
at
also.
you.
Oh my gosh, that I remember. I remember like this was so long ago. But when I walk along the lakeshore, there's so many geese who like just all along the path. They like line the path. I guess they graze there or something, and it's fucking terrifying because like
Yeah.
they're so close and they're eyeing you. And
Oh
it's,
yeah.
like,
They're
I feel
ready.
like it's a threat.
for sure.
Yeah, it's
They will attack you.
they're like sitting, but I'm like, you're not like you're ready.
You're ready to fight me.
And there's so many of them. Like I
have
don't
to
know
get
if
by.
yeah, how can I fight them off?
They're
They
really
can
scary.
fly.
Yeah, they fly.
I feel like if I threw a punch, they'd be like, wow, pow.
They'd punch you back. They don't even have
Yeah.
arms.
with their beaks. I don't know.
They would peck out an eye.
They would peck out an eye for sure. That was the couch again.
Well, I'm pissed that you guessed it right.
I'm sorry.
You're right. I shouldn't have. I was like trying to really push it. I was like, well, I would never text you.
Right, you were that.
I gave that away.
Well, I felt like you would have made something like your friend making a video out of it. Like, I feel like this through the grapevine, we would have been like, Leah was hit by a goose. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know what's going on. You get a double goose life.
Yeah.
I leave a lot of my personal life off Instagram.
Ooh, she's so mysterious.
We didn't hear about this pee video till now either. You didn't put that on Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't know
The
about
pee
that.
video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, weird. Is this right?
So-
Is this okay?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry, I hit it, and I'm scared now. Anyway, I'm pissed. You won.
I'm sorry. We'll
You're
have
too
you on
good.
again if you want to think of some more stories.
Oh my god, there were so many. I was gonna tell one. Can I tell my trash ones?
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
it going. Keep
They're
it
not
going.
even
Yeah.
trash.
Hang on 1 second, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Just going to make sure everything's working just because I'm there. Yeah, we're good. It's only been 40
you just bumped the table again.
It's been 40 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can cut this, but I was gonna tell.
We're not cutting the fucking
We're not cutting anything.
Cool.
So get ready.
We need this ad revenue.
We need this.
Stories.
I need this.
Okay, I was almost suspended in high school.
Is this a true story?
Maybe you should guess.
Oh, a bonus?
Bonus guest story?
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
guess if it's true or not.
Yes.
I was almost suspended in high school because
It's true.
um
Yeah, this is definitely
because I'm a terror. No. I was a very good kid. I my friends and I stole locker cutters. They were like left in the hallway at the end of grade 11. And so we stole them and then we brought them we thought we were so fucking cool. We go to grade 12 and like the grade 12s get to pick their lockers, and you want it to be in the grade 12 hallway, which is like the football locker hallway. Why we would want to be next to
It just stinks like
stinky
sweat.
football players,
Yeah.
I don't know, but we did. So we were like, we're gonna bring the locker cutters, and if any of because the grade 9s get to pick their lockers first, any of the grade 9s have their locks on the grade 12 lockers, we're gonna cut them with our locker cutters that we stole. Like,
Oh my gosh.
if.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we bring the locker cutters back, our stolen goods, and they say like Iroquois Ridge High School on the locker cutters.
Oh my gosh.
And we didn't end up cutting anyone's fucking lock. So somehow, and I actually wasn't the one who stole them. I was just like in my friend group, somehow ended up with them in my locker. And they were just sitting there for like months. And then one of my friends texted me after school. I had left school and she texted me and she was like, hey, can I use your locker cutters? My lock isn't working. So everyone knew I had them. It was like a thing. And I was like, yeah. But like be careful and don't
get caught.
don't be obvious about it.
Yeah.
So she takes the locker cutters and of course it's like dead in the school. She uses them. It's so loud. It sounds like a gunshot when you're cutting metal. And one of the teachers was still there and she heard it and she came out and she was like, what the hell are you doing? And she's like, where did you get those? Oh my God. And this girl narked on me.
She didn't say the school, even though they
She
say
didn't
the
just
school
say
name.
they were over there in the corner.
She's like, oh, my friend had them in her
Cool.
locker. Like, totally screwed me over.
And this is why you're such a loyal friend now.
I'm such a loyal friend. And I wasn't even the one who stole them. Like, did not steal
Wow.
them. They just ended up in
And
my
you didn't
locker.
narc on anybody else.
I didn't narc. And then my other friends who did steal them, there was like 2 of them, she was texting her friend and she was like, we have to let Leah take the fall for this. I can't get suspended. She had been suspended for like being drunk at school. She's like, I can't get suspended. Like, Leah has to take the heat. And then my friend told me that. And I was like, well, fuck you.
You were
Like,
trying to do a favor for her.
Yeah.
taking the heat, even though it wasn't me. And then anyway, so I got called into the principal's office. And it was like the principal and the vice principal. And they were like, this is a serious offense. You stole from the school.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, listen. And we made up this whole story. So I said that we had found them in a locker. And like, I know it was stupid, but like we just took them and we didn't do anything with them. Like they were somehow ended up in my locker, but like they were just left in a locker in the grade 12 hallway. And we just like saw them there and took them.
Which is pretty much the
Yeah, which is pretty much true.
Kind of.
You were just kind of changing the timeline a little. Like you did find them, they just weren't in a locker, and it was a year ago.
So anyway, and then apparently they were the phys ed departments for some reason. They had locker cutters. I don't know. So then all the gym teachers knew about it, and they all would call me a thief in the hallways for the rest of the year.
Like shame, like Game of Thrones. They were like,
legit, they shamed me, and I loved the gym teachers. And then they were like mean to me for the rest of the year, and I felt really shitty about
these
that.
teachers are mean to a
I
kid.
didn't steal them. So now
joke's on them. You're on Dawson's Creek now.
I'm on Dawson's Creek. Joke's on them. So now my little sister is in grade. She's going into grade. Is she going into grade 11? Like finishing grade 10 right now. And I sent her, I was like, is Miss Guest still a gym teacher there? I sent her a note and I said, Miss Guest, please know that I did not steal the locker cutters. I took the fall for my friend. It was da-da-da-da. And I gave the note to my sister.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Like,
wow. You could not, you were like.
Can't do anything. And I was like, I want to fucking redeem
You want to clear your name.
Clear my name.
You're innocent.
But yeah, they were like, this is serious. Like, we could suspend you right now. Like,
Did you
you're
get
grade 12. You're old enough to know better. I was like, I know.
Did you hear back from Miss Guest? Did she say, I always knew, Leah?
No. Radio.
She was like, I don't remember who the hell you are. That was 12 years
Guest
ago.
threw that shit out. She was like, I got other students to teach. Other students stealing these lock cutters.
Yeah.
Whoa.
A good bonus story.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
That's true. It sure
joking.
seems okay.
It's like not good enough to be made up.
And she's texting her sister, or like really detailed.
Yeah. No, that happened. That truly happened.
Wow.
I was going to tell that story. My friends were like, it's kind of lame, though. It's not funny. I was
I loved it.
okay.
It's kind of lame, though. It's not funny. Whoa, I enjoyed that story.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah, the other three stories we
Guest.
hated. We hated
They
those.
sucked.
Yeah, they sucked. This one's the best.
Yeah.
Tell more sad high school stories to us.
Oh my god.
High school was great.
Oh,
I peaked.
You peaked.
No.
It is sad when you go back and feel like I remember seeing a teacher. I was skiing and he was snowboarding in front of me, and this was a teacher I really liked.
Oh no.
And I felt like I had a lot of good rapport, and I revealed myself to him. I was like, "Hey,
You revealed
I'll change his name
yourself.
for the story, but hey, Mr. Johnson, it's Ian Fisher." And he was like, yeah,
Okay.
I remember. I think. How are you?" And I'm like, "Fuck."
Fuck you, Mr.
But then you realize,
Johnson.
like, oh, they've had like 2 or 3 more versions of me after this. Like,
Yeah.
they have to deal with so many kids. I only have one Mr. Johnson, the cool snowboarding teacher. But it is sad, you know.
Yeah.
That is sad. That's embarrassing.
It was
I
embarrassing.
did one of those, and like people do parodies of it on TikTok all the time, but I totally did the thing where after I graduated, I was like, I'm just gonna go like visit the teachers.
Oh my gosh. I've
Oh my
done
God,
That. It's
and
so bad.
I did that, and I walked in. I wanted to go visit my drama teacher, and I walked into like her lunchroom or whatever. She was sitting there, and I was like, "Hey!" I thought she'd be so excited to see like why.
Yeah.
I'm not a big deal. And I was like, "Hey!" And she's like, "Hey, sorry, like I'm actually busy right now, but I can maybe talk to you later." I was like, humbled so quickly,
Ooh.
like, so quickly.
Oh my
She had
gosh.
no time for me.
I did the same thing. I went back once and I was like, oh, I felt like I was so cool. I was like, I'm in university now. I'm going to see and gonna look so sweet. Didn't recognize a soul as I walked through the hallway. It had been like, 4 months only. Because this is like,
You
I'd
didn't know
only
all the-
graduated.
any of the teachers? What?
I knew the teachers, but I didn't recognize the
Oh.
kids. And then I hated being there. It was so awkward. I
Yeah.
was like, went into the room and it was exactly that. It just felt like, who's this guy who doesn't go here anymore? Who's at this high school?
So embarrassing.
Yeah. I did that and I visited an art teacher and it was just like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. He was nice, but I'm like, why did I come
You
all the
don't
way
want
here?
me here.
It's Wednesday afternoon. You just proved you had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
like, I should not have come.
So embarrassing. And humble. I got humbled. Okay. The worst time I've ever been humbled was,
We're getting so many bonus stories. This is
this
awesome.
is such a quick one, but I was humbled. I was filming Northern Rescue, and we filmed in Parry Sound in like, this is like Northern Ontario, kind of cottage country. And we were in the middle of filming it, and it was my first, I had only ever really done like a movie before Northern Rescue. And it was a huge role for me. I was like in the show a lot. Anyway, so we're filming, and I was in Shoppers Drug Mart, and I was cashing out, and this guy, he comes to me, he's like, "Hey, I recognize you." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's crazy," because like I'm like not a big deal yet. But like maybe there he saw fan. Like an article or like the Deadline article that
oh my gosh, no, not the Deadline article.
No, the Deadline article. And he's like, yeah, I recognize you. I was like, "Oh, really?" And he goes, "Yeah, you work at Tim Hortons, right?" I was like,
wow, I love that.
No. It was so bad. I was like my first
big role
being recognized. I don't know what you call it. Nope. Not at all.
Did you work at Tim Hortons ever?
No. And not in Perry Sound.
Did you work at the Tim
So bad.
No.
Yeah. And I was with one of my co-stars and her mom too, and they witnessed the whole thing, and she could totally tell that I totally thought that
you're like, "Do you want a picture?"
And she watched all, and she was dying. It's like, "That's so fucking embarrassing." It is.
This is a stolen story, but you guys remember The Mentalist, the show The Mentalist? I know you're a big fan of that.
I love The Mentalist.
He told a story how...
but I know the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was at the airport and someone came up to him like, "Hey, do you mind taking a photo?" And he was just like, he just wasn't in the mood. And he's like, "Sorry, like I've got a flight in an hour. I just don't have time, guys." And they looked confused. And then he watched them walk up to the next person and he just sees them. They were asking him to take a photo of them for their trip. And they had no idea who he was. And in these moments, it's humbling out here.
Yeah. Amazing. We got so many bonus stories from you, Leah, and we did maybe 3 truths, 2 lies now.
Oh my God, I know.
But thank you so much for being
so
on the
welcome.
show with us.
So
I'm gonna have you back.
Of course.
I just want you to tell the stories of your life. I'm just
God.
so entertained.
Oh my God, there was another one I was gonna tell. Should I tell it?
Tell it!
Yeah, milk it. This is your moment, Leah.
This is my moment.
She's
Okay,
shining.
this is so fucking embarrassing.
But we can air
ready.
this.
You can air this.
I can air this one? Awesome.
This is really embarrassing. Like, so bad. So, it was New Year's. I got so drunk. And I was at my, I think I had like just graduated high school. So, I was still living at home. And I went to a house party. And I was so fucking drunk. I walked my own ass home, I think before midnight. Like, I don't even know if I lasted. Maybe I did.
Gosh.
I don't know. I was blacked the fuck out.
Time was irrelevant.
I blacked out. So I went home, and I actually don't even remember this. This is like told to me the next day by my entire family.
Uh-oh.
So my siblings were younger and like just starting to drink. I think they were pretty young. Mm-hmm. They had a tiny little party. There was like 10 of them. My brother and then my sister and her friends. So there wasn't that many of them, like 10 maybe. And they were like kind of drinking a little bit, like secretly. And apparently I came home, puked.
You opened the door like you're drunk Kramer coming in?
No. I went upstairs, puked privately. No one knew I puked. No one had to know that I puked all over myself. I decided no one knew I puked. I could have hopped in the shower and gone to bed. No. I went downstairs to the basement where my siblings and all of their friends were. Like their young little friends, covered in puke, sobbing, crying.
On the shirt?
And I said, Ricky, one of your friends puked. And they were like...
And all their friends have not left the room.
They're all sitting there. And Ricky's like, "Did one of you guys puke on my sister?"
Yeah, what?
I like that he's humoring you.
Well, because also the alternative is insane. That she puked on herself, cried out of fakeness to come down there and blame an innocent kid.
Like, did you, I guess, I don't know if you really thought that or if you were just like, forgot that you puked on yours.
Maybe.
That you see in the
You're
mirror.
like, oh my God, one of them puked on me.
Who did this?
It's like Memento. You're just trying to solve the crime.
Yeah. So
And then what did you do? Just go back upstairs to bed? And they were like, sorry about
My
it.
mom, like, she was like, come on.
Your mom.
Come
was
on.
home.
Yeah, and, like, cleaned me up, I woke up in, like, a onesie.
Covered
My mom literally dressed me in a onesie.
Oh, what's crazy is one of Ricky's friends came in and puked on her
You
onesie.
again.
So embarrassing.
Did one of you guys puke on my set?
He's like,
Also, in what world?
5 of them. Just sitting there so innocently, like, watching a movie or something.
That they went upstairs to his older sister, got within puking distance.
Yeah.
And then turned and left.
On me and laughed.
I wish that happened. That's way funnier.
And right away, like, I don't...
And then thought they could get away with it. They went backstairs to watch the movie being like, that's not going to have repercussions, right?
Yeah. And one of his friends was really drunk and had been puking a little bit.
Your fall guy.
But, so I think that's maybe why I was like, I can blame this on, I won't say his name. I almost did, but to blame it on.
You almost did it again. Oh my god.
And like when I did the thing and Ricky was like, did one of you, he looked at his friend and he was just sleeping, like right there.
Wasted
like,
guy.
So it wasn't him. So he's like, just one of you guys.
Your Patsy already passed out.
Wow.
That was a good one. I was going to tell that one too. I wasn't sure.
Oh, I love
funny.
that.
Too much
one.
gold.
There's so much gold here.
I'm an idiot.
No. Oh,
That's one of those times when you're so drunk, you're like talking to yourself in the mirror. Do you have those? Or is that just me and mental
oh no.
illness?
I feel
I
like
don't think I do that.
Oh, really?
I don't think. Nope.
I don't know if I definitely feel like my thoughts are really loud. I don't know if I'm saying them.
Oh, yeah, not out loud, but you're like looking in the mirror and you're wasted and you're just like, this is the best night of our lives, dude.
Oh, I don't know if I have good thoughts. When I came home from when we went out to Kaylee's, I was like falling in the shower so much that Ian came in. He was like, "Are you okay?" And in my mind, I'm like, Ian thinks I'm a fucking idiot. He hates me. And I was falling all over, and Ian was like to the cat, he's like, "Huh, your mom's drunk." And apparently I was like, "Don't tell the cat I'm drunk."
Yeah, she did say, don't tell the cat. With like,
And then I was just like, I slept on the couch, like fell asleep, woke up on the couch because I was like, well, I thought I had the spins and I was like, okay, I'll just stay awake. But then I was also like, Ian thinks I'm stupid. He probably doesn't even want me in the bedroom right now.
yeah, in the morning she woke up and she was like, why did I think that?
I know, I'm like, what's
Yeah, I'm like,
going
I was
on?
worried you were going to hurt yourself in the shower. That was it.
Yeah. You're gonna break up with me.
Yeah, I'm like, this is it.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
And then you came in. The craziest thing is you came into our bedroom and you were like, someone puked on me.
I look at Kiri.
So bad. My entire family has never let that one. That was never far away.
Love it. Can't live that one down. This, like, 5 people just accusing them.
It was like so quiet. Apparently. I don't remember it. I don't remember doing it. Thank God.
No.
Rough.
Although the visual that I have in my head is probably worse.
No. The real thing's worse.
Yeah, maybe.
The real one was definitely worse.
Real one was definitely worse.
All right. Well, wow. We've got so many bonus. We're having you back again. I love your embarrassing stories.
I think that's it.
You're getting it all so you don't have to come back. She doesn't want to do the show again. So she's like, I'll give 15 stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 million.
We love it. I love these stories. Thank you so much for being on here. Please go support our lovely Leah and watch
Sullivan's
Sullivan's
Dawson.
Crossing. Oh, I was gonna say Dawson's Creek again. And I was like, oh
I
my
know
god,
you were.
the
We
joke
know.
has turned into reality. Sullivan's Crossing.
They need to reboot the show now so that I can be on it.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll reboot that soon.
They will.
Probably.
I nearly sounded very Canadian there. Reboot that soon.
Reboot that.
Okay.
Which is a Canadian spinoff. Which is a Frozen Creek.
Oh, Frozen Dawson. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Steele My Story. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Leave us a comment if you haven't already. And can you follow on Apple and Spotify?
And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, throw a little review. Rate the podcast.
Rate
Give it
us.
5 stars.
Woo!
Rate Leah's
stars.
stories.
Rate my stories.
Right.
Roast me.
Whoa, those are 5-star stories.
Bully her for trying to be a pop star in her fake story.
Our little pukey Leah. Aw. All right. And that's a wrap. Do 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 do. Oh, that was so awesome. You're amazing.